Hi, my name is Lindsay Meredith. I'm an independent designer specializing in logo design, branding, as well as custom lettering and illustration. I recently wrapped up a sports logo design that I wanted to share just a little bit of my process with. I always like to mention that I start all projects with a thorough process of sketching, starting from thumbnails, exploration, to then coming down to a decently refined final sketch that's sometimes inked. This one you'll see is partially inked and partial pencil that I then scan and take in and put on a bottom layer in Illustrator to draw on top of. If you look at this sketch, you'll see that on the Jack's custom lettering, I went through a couple different versions. In this image, I layered the two rough sketches on top of each other, so you can kind of see where I went with both versions. For this video, I just kind of wanted to focus in on how I build my line work in Illustrator for the mascot portion of this logo. I use the pen tool probably 99% of the time. It's my favorite tool. It's a very dynamic tool. I know a very challenging tool, but it's not that it's the only way to build line work. But as you'll see here, how I'm tracing my sketch is I have it on the bottom layer, as I mentioned before, and then I basically build out my line work as shapes. So right now I have the shapes built with a stroke with no fill. That's just so that I can see my sketch underneath. Then obviously I would flip it around, which you'll see here in a minute, to where it's filled in with black. I also build it in a manner to where things are broken down. As you'll see, like his tail is separate. Certain portions of line work I choose as I'm going along that I might want them separate in case I want to change the angle, and just have a little bit more freedom to manipulate them and change them around without them being fully committed as one whole piece. Obviously I would merge all those pieces together for the final artwork or for the final delivered files. There are other methods of building good line work within Illustrator. There's a new tool called the width tool, which I like quite a bit. I usually challenge myself to try different methods every once in a while, and it really just depends on the style. The width tool is very helpful. You use one stroke and are able to control the thicks and thins or line weight variations. Also, just using brushes can also be a good way of doing that. So here's the final logo in color. This is a first color I played with. This was the chosen one that had more of a desert feel, which was appropriate. Obviously it came along a lot further than what I got captured on screen, but color did play with the line work a lot, manipulated those broken down pieces that I mentioned before so that I could make him look just a little bit more dynamic and streamlined. Then here's a bit of a close-up so you can see the detail on his face. Thanks for watching.